Hello, my loves. Welcome back to Love Alchemy Tarot. My name is Valentina. I'm your tarot reader, relationship coach, and clinical hypnotherapist. And today I wanted to come on to do a reading to speak about what is really happening in this connection. I've been tapping into the collective of people who are possibly in separation with their partner or who are experiencing some relationship challenges. And maybe currently you are not very clear on what is happening. It could be that you're in a situationship. It could be that you're in a committed relationship that somehow has lost its way. So I wanted to see with a simple past, present, future reading, what is really going on for you today and what is the advice that you need from Spirit to help you in this connection. So I'm going to start directly with tarot. I've already shuffled the cards, so I'm just going to be cutting them and tapping into the collective that needs to find out what is really going on for them in this connection. So Spirit, what's been going on in the past in my viewers' life? So we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. What is the current, oopsie, wow, there's a lot of cards that are coming out. You know what? I'm going to take them all. I feel that they all need to come out. So here we go. This was the past with the Ace of Swords in reverse. It seems to me that there's clearly no communication between you and your partner. That may have been a breakdown. Maybe you are trying to start again a new cycle where you want to communicate clearly and you need to have a breakthrough, but sounds like it's not exactly happening. And it looks like also with these three cards that decided to come together, it seems that potentially you are, as the viewer, you are in Queen of Swords energy. You're holding this sword up, you're trying to communicate to your partner, but at the same time, it looks like you're about to cut them off with these words, with this sword, that is. It's possible that you've been telling them, unless you're coming to communicate with me very clearly, I'm not really interested. So the Queen of Swords is this energy of setting boundaries, of standing strong in your power, maybe a little bit, not allowing yourself being swayed by emotions, which is actually not a bad thing. As I see here that you have the Ace of Wands, so you would like maybe to have a new beginning, a passionate new beginning, but right now with the Ten of Cups in reverse, it feels that in this connection you are not quite sure that this is giving you the happiness and the joy that you desire. So I'm going to take a look at what the three cards that came in reverse, which I see them as the future. So in the past, it seems that you've had a breakdown in communication. You were hoping for a breakthrough, but it didn't happen. So right now you're standing strong in your rational power, saying, hey, if you're not talking to me properly, I don't think that this relationship is going to work out. But with the Ace of Wands here upright, you are hoping that there is still connection, there is still chemistry, and there is still the potential for a new beginning. Maybe to start from scratch, maybe to go back to those moments in your life where you felt a deep, strong chemistry towards this person. So let's see. Here in the future, we have the Sun in reverse. We'll discuss that, don't worry. We have Temperance upright. And you have, what is this? The Nine of Swords in reverse. Okay, well, the Sun, even if it is in reverse, it's still a great card. It's still a card that speaks of happiness and union and connection. So it may not be that immediately once you reconnect with this partner, if you really are setting those clear boundaries and enforcing them, you're not going to get immediate happiness, because there needs to be balance. There needs to be more equilibrium between you kind of mixing the fire and the water that you see here in this card. You have the angels watching over you, but really it is important that you put down all of these mental thoughts and overthinking. So the Nine of Swords in reverse is a card of fear and anxieties, but with it in reverse, it is a clear indication that in the future, once you find balance between yourself and your partner, between your energies, there is great potential for you to stop being anxious and fearful about this connection. So actually the future and the present doesn't look too bad at all. It is very important that you keep with your that you keep your boundaries high, that you're very clear in your communication, and there is potential here for you to start a new beginning. So I'm gonna get some clarification about what has been going on in the past, because I'm nosy and I want to know a little bit, why is the Ace of Swords in reverse here? What stopped your communication? What stopped clarity between the two of you? So we have the Seven of Cups in reverse, and we have, what is this? The Five of Cups in reverse. Interesting, right? So the two cards at the bottom of the deck, you have the Devil. Oh, okay. Okay. So it seems that maybe there has been some temptation. Maybe there has been some toxic attachments in this connection. Maybe you and your partner felt that your connection was a lot about sex, and maybe at some point with the Seven of Cups in reverse, you've decided that you didn't want to be an option anymore. So obviously this card says that there are many options in the game, on the table, so to speak, and it is very possible that here I'm actually channeling the energy of some sort of betrayal, but you've decided no longer to be this option. And you've also decided not to spend too much time looking at the past. So the Five of Cups is really a card that reminds us that sometimes we are too focused on what was happening in the past, on the old patterns. So it is time for us to really get back into the present and look at the potential for the new Two of Cups, or upright Two of Cups. Of course, the way this card is now, it seems that there are Three of Cups here. So if I look at the card, you see upright, there are the two cups that are upright and the three cups that are looking down, that are spilled, so to speak. But here, this is a confirmation for me that there was a third party in the frame. So with the Devil, the Seven of Cups and the Five of Cups, the way they look right now, I definitely get the feeling that this was a situation where there was some betrayal between you and your partner, which is what stopped maybe this communication, and you've put boundaries and you've decided this is not going to work for me. We need to get back to the sort of life that the chemistry and the connection that we had in the beginning. So let's see what do you need to know about how your partner feels about this situation right now? So Spirit, how does, the Wheel in reverse. Okay, give me two more cards, please, for how does the partner feel about this connection? How does the significant other feel about this connection? And one more, please. All right, we have a Nine of Cups, and we have this card, which is the Queen of Cups. Okay. So how does your partner feel about this connection? With the Wheel in reverse, that is a clear confirmation that things are currently not moving forward, or at least not in a visible way. So you may not see that the wheel is turning, but it feels that literally Spirit or the universe or the divine has put a stop in this connection. So that both of you, because I've asked actually about the partner, but I feel that this is a card that also speaks to you, need to focus on giving to yourself. So for me, the Queen of Cups is a reminder that we have to keep our own cup full of love, that we really need to find satisfaction and love in our own self, but also in order to fill our own cup, we can get to the Ten of Cups. So we have the Ten of Cups here in reverse, but here with the Queen holding one cup and this Nine of Cups, this person looks like she is totally happy the way she is. And with this one, it seems that, you know, the Ten of Cups comes from these two cards together. So right now, the message that I'm getting is that the universe has put a pause in this connection for reflection, for exploring self-love, and for really understanding what is it that makes you happy, that gives you satisfaction, that gives you that sort of wish fulfillment, before you can actually move towards finding balance with the partner and releasing all anxieties and worries. And at the bottom of the deck here, we have the Ten of Pentacles. So it means that Even though you do not see this happening right now, there is really high potential for this connection to reach the happiness, the stability, the home that we're all hoping for in romantic connections. So tell me, Spirit, what is the advice for my viewers in terms of what they can do to move this connection forward? Give me 2 more cards, please. Oopsie, one of them went to the floor. Wait a second. And I don't see any of them. Ooh, okay, we have 4 cards. Actually, this one is the King of Wands. We have the 2 of Wands. We have the Ace of Cups. And 1 second, I need to find out what the card is from the floor. Okay, and we have the Page of Swords in reverse, right? So for the future of this connection, the first card that came was the Ace of Cups in reverse. So it feels that, sorry, it's not the future of this connection, it's the advice. So right now, with the Queen of Cups and the Ace of Cups here in reverse, I'm getting the feeling that you still need to focus on filling this, this cup yourself. So if your partner is not able to bring back the feeling of being loved and overflowing emotions, with these 3 cards in a row, I'm definitely getting the feeling that this is a divinely timed stop in this connection to give you a chance to think about what is it that really makes you happy and what really brings you happiness and joy. And with the Page of Swords in reverse, there clearly needs to be a stop in communication. So right now the advice is not to reach out, not to ask the partner for communication, because there's not really, the time has not yet come. With the 2 of Wands, there clearly needs to be a planning period. So you really need to think, what is the vision of this relationship? What is it that you really want from yourself, from this partner, from this connection? Because you see, the world is yours. You can have whatever it is that you desire, but you really need to have a clear vision and a clear plan. And I get the feeling that right now there needs to be a realignment, at least for yourself individually. What is it that you want? And there needs to be a journey of balancing your energies, so that you're not in chaser energy, so that you're not in runner energy, so that you have complete clarity of what needs to happen. And once this is done, there is definitely this energy of someone who is passionate, someone who is creative. So there might need to be a creative approach to your vision for the relationship. Once the balance has been regained, and once the universe decides that you've learned your lessons to love yourself, then there is this potential to stand in your power and to say, this is exactly what I want. This is exactly the kind of relationship that I am willing to create. So for me, the King of Cups, sorry, the King of Wands is all about creativity and passion, which means that creativity and passion have to be leading you down this self-discovery journey to really step into this power of knowing that you can really create the relationship of your dreams exactly as you desire it. And then here at the bottom of the deck, I also see the Four of Cups in reverse, which tells me that it is time for you to let go of any feelings of being taken for granted. And like I said, stand in your power, know your worth with this King of Wands, and know exactly what needs to happen for you to achieve your goals. I'm going to get some oracle messages from my favorite deck, Telepathy Oracle cards, to really understand what is the message that your partner is trying to send you, that their higher self is trying to send you to help you with this decision. So Spirit, what is the message from my viewers? Partner's higher self, what do they need to know? What is really happening in this connection? Tell me a little bit more. What is the message for my viewers, please? Wow, okay. I can see marriage already. That's beautiful. So this card says the marriage of souls is the union of two divine opponents. We have Temperance here, we have divine opponents. So this could very well be a soulmate union or a twin flame where divine opponents need to come together and balance these energies and learn a lesson. We also have commitment. Commitment is an important factor in building a successful relationship. And then we have guilty. Don't let guilt get in the way of happiness. So definitely I see that this card is a confirmation that things that were going on in the background of this relationship before has made someone feel guilty, and there is definitely some forgiveness that needs to happen, but there is a need for commitment. Stay committed to your path, stay committed to the vision that you are creating alone or together with the partner, and make sure that it is important to remember that you've made a commitment to each other. You could even be married to this person, because I've had the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles in this reading. And of course we have this card here that speaks about divine opponents and marriage. And also we have strength. Of course I don't take reversals in this deck. So the power of love is like a magnet drawing souls together. So there definitely is this energy of a very strong connection, potentially a divine connection of divine counterparts. Could be soulmates, could be twin flames, but there's definitely this need to stay committed and to work together towards healing of any imbalanced energies, and especially learning the journey of self-love. And of course, remember that, you know, guilt is a very powerful emotion that teaches us how to learn a lesson and how to move forward. And I will also get the potential outcome from the Queen of the Moon Oracle, which is one of my favorite decks. Queen of the Moon, tell me, Spirit, what is the potential outcome currently in this connection? So the first card here, I think I have two, in fact. Oh yes, I did have two cards. Hang on. Wow, difficult to lift this with these crazy long nails. So the first card is realization and creation. Beautiful. I love this because realization actually is exactly what I was talking about from the card guilty. We have to realize that in general, there are lessons in those moments where we start feeling guilty, and that no matter how dark the night, there is always a light that comes somewhere in the morning once we start seeing things from a different perspective. And that is a great reminder that, in fact, we can create the relationship of our dreams if we really focus on what it is that we want, if we tap into our intuition and our higher consciousness, and are able to really create the blueprint of the best relationship possible. So here we have the Two of Wands, and the creation card always shows me these blueprints here that says that you can definitely create the relationship of your dreams. In my coaching, I absolutely believe this, because one of the products or one of the programs that I've created is one that is called Reset. Reset speaks of our ability to really rewire our brain, rewire our old relational blueprint so that we can create a new one. And through resetting this blueprint and really grounding ourselves in what it is that we really want in life, then there is definitely going to be growth and abundance. And of course, we need resilience, because resilience speaks of the fact that you need strength, that you need to do the hard work, to do the healing until the relationship is clear, until you've balanced these energies of masculine and feminine here, until the angels have come and cleared all the fears, all the darkness and the cold from this connection, and you can truly be reunited and turn around this relationship that maybe has lost its way for a bit. So I hope that this has been useful. Once again, if you're interested in learning more about what is it that is blocking this connection, and you want to get a personal reading, I am open. I have a few slots available in the month of November, but also in my Reset coaching, I can offer you a relationship diagnostic session to understand what is really going on from a conscious perspective in this relationship, not just on a spiritual level, but really understand what patterns are currently stopping you and your partner from achieving this this amazing relationship that you desire, the commitment and the marriage and what is stopping you from creating the relationship of your dreams, because I firmly believe that ultimately we are creators of our story, and we get to rewrite it in however way we want. So I hope that this has been useful for you. I hope that it resonated. And if you have any comments or questions or likes, please leave them below this video. If you need any personal guidance on how to take this relationship to the next level, all the details are in the box below, and I would of course be delighted to hear from you. So thank you, and I will see you in my next reading. Bye bye.